Almost, I have the sound off. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Happy Valentine's Day. Um, I gave my husband his Valentine card this morning, and he was just like, "Oh, that's just so cool." So let me just show it to you. I'm going to flip down to my desk here for a sec. So this was the Valentine card that I made for my husband. Isn't that fun? And I did do a video of this a couple weeks ago, I think. So I will post that. Now this isn't the card that I made him. I signed the one that I made him, but this was another one. But isn't that so stinking cute? So if you're interested in how I made this, there is a video on it, and I also gave him one of these, which is like a little matchbox, and this is in the same video as the card, I think. I'll check, but if it's not, I'll post a second video as well. And I just put in a little Ghirardelli chocolate in here. And there is a video on how I made this as well. So I'll link both of them above in the corner there. And today I thought I've been away. I've been at my daughter's for a week, helping with the littles when she traveled. So I came back yesterday after the big storm. It was a bit of a doozy. There was freezing rain everywhere. And when I was coming home, my side of the highway was fine. But on the opposite side of the highway, going in the opposite direction, there was, there had to be like 10 or more police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, and all kinds of things. I couldn't really see what was going on because there was just, traffic was moving and everything, but I was worried that I was going to be stuck sitting in traffic for an hour and a half to get home, but I wasn't. I was able to get home really quickly, thankfully. And the skies, I'm looking out my window right now, the sky is blue and absolutely lovely. And I think there's like 2 more storms coming in this weekend. So this is probably the winteriest winter we've had for a while. Last winter was pretty mild compared to this winter. So this is the new kit. Oh, I forget what it's called now. Heirloom. Oh my gosh, it just went blank. Hold on. I tore this off without even reading it. Heirloom Arrangements Kit. So this is the new kit for February. One of them. There's 2 of them. And this came while I was away. So I'm really excited to dig into it. So let me pull this out of the box. Ooh, look at that. Really, really pretty. So we have a stamp set here. Let me put this on here. I don't know if you can see. It says, "Thankful and grateful. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you." There's a little butterfly. And then there's like a mesh stamp, background stamp, which I love these. And then it says, "For you, and I feel lucky to have you." I know it's hard to read those, but and then these are the cards that we're going to be making. The Stampin' Spot is pecan pie, and I've brought out my big one. So let's open this and see what we have. These scissors are so sticky, it's unbelievable. Let me grab another pair. I don't know what I was cutting, but holy Dinah, they're stickier than all get out. So if you're just popping in, don't forget to say hello and where you're from. Man, I'm struggling with this. Come on. Here we go. So, what does anybody have Valentine plans for dinner? We were going to go out last night, but I was just so tired. I said to my husband, I am good. I think I'll just take it easy and stay in, which we did. In fact, I don't even remember what the heck we had for dinner. I was sound asleep by about, I don't know, 8 o'clock. I was out like a light. Okay, so here we have the English. Oh, you can see the stamps now. So we have them in English, French, and German. So this little folder, I guess, makes like an envelope for your stamps to fit in there. They do not fit in there. That's okay. I store mine a different way, which if anybody's interested, I can certainly show you how I do mine. You've seen how I do the paper pumpkin dies, and that's the same way that I do my kit stamps. When I'm finished with the kit, I always keep the stamps because you can always use them. You know, a stamp set is a stamp set, right? So these are great stamps. I really like that, and I particularly like this meshy thing. All right, so we're going to put these over here. Now, because it is a kit, all of our kits are 100% inclusive, meaning it has everything you need to do this particular project. So every kit, not Paper Pumpkin, but the standalone kits all come with its own block. So you can get quite a little collection of these, which is great. I love having the extra kits because I use them when I have classes and stuff. And I can set out all my stamps if I'm doing like a bigger group and I'm doing a bunch of different card stamp sets, like I can't even talk today, a bunch of different stamp sets. Then I can have the stamps on the blocks in the baskets if I'm doing like a stamp along or whatever. So just ignore me. So it comes with tear and tape and some dimensionals. And we don't need this. Oh, I got it right in the blue bin. And we have these, look at these envelopes. Wowie. Okay, so some of them have this mesh overall design on the inside. And it only goes to here, but I could probably still use this part if I needed to cut one apart, because, you know, I can do that. And then the other one looks like postage and some printing. So we have these two. I guess those are the two different types of envelopes. So that's pretty cool. And man, I haven't even started and my desk is a mess already. Then we have our card bases. So here we have it in, that looks like pecan pie, the little meshy thing. And then we have it here again, and I'm going to guess that that might be Pretty in Pink because that's one of the colors. The coordinating colors for this kit is a huge list. Black, let me see, basic black, blueberry bliss, no, blueberry bushel, sorry, I don't know where bliss came from, Cajun craze, cherry cobbler, crumb cake, daffodil delight, garden green, old olive, pecan pie, Pretty in Pink, and peacock, pretty peacock. So there's quite a variety of colors that go with this particular card kit. So this one is the Pretty in Pink. And then we have this one, which looks like, to me, Pretty Peacock. That's pretty. And then this one looks like Cajun Craze to me. Hi, Deb. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, so this one looks like Cajun Craze to me. And then we have a bunch of ephemera. I love ephemera. I used to sort of cringe whenever they came out with a new ephemera pack. I'd go, oh, I wouldn't even know where to go with that. But I'm really getting addicted to the different ephemera. I really, really like it. So these are all pop-outs. So we have this one, a couple of tags. Looks like these are all tags, maybe. Maybe. And then more tags on this page. And then we have a hexagon here. And, oh, look at this. Vellum, printed vellum. That's really pretty. Northern Minnesota. What's your weather like? Are you getting storms like we are? And, oh, look. Whoa, these are so pretty. Oh, I just love this. I'm really glad I hesitated about this kit because I'm not a floral really type person. I'm getting there. I didn't used to be. I'm kind of getting there. But this one just kind of called my name for some reason. And look at the postage. I love anything postage, so that's great. Lots of butterflies. When I first started up with Stampin' Up, I couldn't do the butterfly thing. I just did not like them. But uh, I do now. I absolutely love them. Isn't that cute? These are all punch outs. And then look at this floral, the watercolor floral. Ugh, I'm in love. That's garbage, I think. I hope. There. So that's what we have. Storm's coming. I know, here too. Oh, and then we have these little label things. So we've got some circles. I think there's only one sheet. Yeah, one sheet of these. So we have circles and we have some little banners as well. So let's grab the instructions and kind of see where we're at. I've quickly looked online to see this kit. I only got home yesterday late, like around dinner time. And as I said, by about 7, I was out like a light. But I'm looking forward to digging into this. Now, if you're unfamiliar with our kits, you'll see along the side here that we have a ruler. And it's a 0 center. So unlike Paper Pumpkin, which only has inches because it's only North American, this has a 0 center and you have inches on one side and centimeters on the other side because these kits are international. They go worldwide. So if you ever need a ruler while you're crafting, that's built right into your supplies. So for the first card, let's have a look. We're going to need one of our blue card bases. So let me grab this and one of our hexagons. And it says a pink banner, so let's have a look. Here we are. And then this one. And our florals. Okay, let's have a look. So we need I seem to be missing a sheet of florals, maybe. Let me go through this again. Oh no, here it is. Okay. All right, so this is all falling apart here. I need this one. But I can't seem to find this one. Oh, you know why? Because it's vellum. I wasn't looking on the vellum. There. Okay. Oh, and we need a butterfly. Okay, so let's go to the instructions. So card number 1. I don't know, when you're crafting, does your desk get all like destroyed? Oof, what a mess. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is fold my card base. Now, if you watch my videos, you know that I don't like using the whole card base like this, because to me, that's a waste of another perfectly good card base, right? So I may just cut this because it's going to drive me nuts. But let's do it this way first. Okay, so got my card base, and I need this stamp set. So I need a butterfly, and I'm going to use my my regular blocks just because I'm going to load them all up on blocks and have them handy when I need them. So I've got if you have any of our blocks, what I'm using is, this one is a B block. This one is a C block. And then for our sentiments, I'm going to look for the smallest blocks that I have that will fit. Is that going to work? Maybe not. I think this one might be too small. I'll have to break down and yeah, it's too small. Okay, so if you've seen me before or if you haven't, I always load my blocks on an angle because, whoops, it's upside down. Because I get challenged by the bottom of my block. So if I had it like this, straight like this, and I was trying to stamp it, my eye would always go to the bottom of the block. And then if I didn't have it perfectly straight, my stamp would be crooked. So the way I got around that is I load it on the diagonal, and then I'm only concentrating on the stamp, and I disregard the corner. And for me, that has worked way better. And that's just the way my brain works. If it doesn't work for you, I totally get it. So I got a bigger one here for this one. Says, I appreciate your kindness. And I load that one too. And I got a little one here. I guess I can use the little tiny one for this one. This one says, I feel lucky to have you. So I got that. And then this one might fit on a little one. It does. That one says, for you. I may not even use all of these, but that's okay. And then I've got this one says, thankful and grateful. There, perfect. So I need my chamois. Now I didn't wet this ahead of time. I hope it's going to be okay. Oh, it's still damp from when I used it last week. I keep it in this little container, and believe it or not, it does not get stinky. I was a little bit worried that it would get a little whiffy, but I've never had a problem with it getting stinky, so that's good. So whenever you use a new stamp, you need to give it a clean and get the manufacturer's residue off of it. So first thing it says to do here is to stamp our envelope. So I'm going to take my little grid, give it a really good clean, and then I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper and just saturate my stamp with ink and prime it, basically. And I just always do a couple of test stamps first, just to make sure that it's absorbing the ink. Now this is photopolymer, so it is going to absorb the ink and it's going to change color, but don't let that bother you. That's 100% normal. So in the back of the card here, they have a bit of a grid like that. And then the little butterfly. So let me clean my butterfly. Oh, the sun just came out. There's big, huge black clouds. I'm facing south here towards Lake Ontario. And there's black clouds over the lake. We're not really near the lake. We're a couple of kilometers north of the lake. But you can see the clouds way south, which would be over Lake Ontario. So my husband said the storm is supposed to start this afternoon, but it's going to bypass us. He lives by the, what do you call it? The radar map for the weather. He's a model airplane flyer. And so he's constantly, not that he does it in the wintertime, but he is constantly looking at the radar weather. There. Oh, that's so cute. That is a really cute little butterfly. I like that. So there's our envelope. And then for the card, we've got our card base. And this is going to sit like this. And our banner is going to sit over it like this. We have it more like this. Yeah, there's this. Okay, so I guess this is the right side up this way. And then theirs is like this. And then we have florals first. This is really pretty. So I guess this goes like this. I kind of feel like this gets lost. I don't know. Kind of loses something to me. And then the butterflies go here, and then we need a little banner. That says for you. That goes here. So let's stamp that. For you. Where are you? Here. Give it a clean. Beautiful. All right. Oh, Lisa, what a mess. All right, so for you, sorry, my head's probably going to get in the way here. There, and this is going to go here, like this. Now, it says just to use tear and tape on the flowers, but I think I'm going to pop them up on dimensionals because to me, this just seems kind of flat. It's not knocking me over. So I'm going to cut this. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. Okay, let me grab my trimmer. And I'm going to cut this to 4 by 5 1/4. Just because if I don't, it's going to drive me bananas. So let me just go down here. So I'm going to go 4. Well, actually, I should go up here because I need to go to 5 1/4. So 4. No, I'm going to go 3 3/4. 5 5. And then I'm going to put this here. So it's going to change the dynamic a little bit, but what was this way? Yeah, this way. Okay. So I'm going to change the dynamic a little bit. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. Yeah, the flowers are really pretty, ain't they? And I'm never cheap with my dimensionals because I don't like anything saggy. I deal with saggy at my age. I don't need my paper to be saggy too. All right. Okay, so that goes like that. I'm going to center it more or less. Now keep in mind, I did trim this to 3 3/4 by 5. And already I like it better. And then these guys are going to go like this. Yeah, I like this better already. And I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals again as well. So let me grab some glue. There's no glue dots in this kit. There's only tear and tape. But I'm just going to use liquid glue because for me it works. I'm a liquid glue kind of girl. There, and then this one, I might just pop a little bit of tear and tape on the back of this because it's going to be, I'm going to put it where I'm going to put the banner, I think. Or where I'm going to put this on top of it, I think. So I'm just going to put this across here. Oops. My silicone mat. So flip this over. So I was at my grandkids this week helping. My daughter travels quite a bit for work, so I was over there helping with the littlest while she was away. They're so funny. They have me in stitches all the time. The youngest is going to be 4 next month, well, in April, and the older one just turned 5, and they're hilarious. So cute and so funny. The 3-year-old, well, he's almost 4. He's going through that I'm a boy stage. Holy Dinah. He just never stops moving. He exhausts me, I've got to tell you, but he's just so stinking lovable. There, so I've got 3. It does, you know, obviously they said to put this on tear and tape. I like dimension. So I'm going to pop this like this. And the butterfly, I'm going to put on dimensionals as well. I wonder if I should put it just one dimensional over here. This is going to go on a card base. I just have to figure out what color I'm going to do. So I'm going to pop this like this. Yeah. And put a bit of glue on the wing here. So my liquid glue, I'm just using the multi-purpose glue, but I got some of these little bottles on Amazon and I really like it because I can just manage my, if I'm doing something finer, it manages for me a little bit better. And then this, I'm going to put a dimensional on one side and a little bit of glue on this side. And then I have to figure out what color I'm going to use for my card base. Probably just basic white. What do you think? Basic white. I was going to stick this under. No, I'm going to stick it on like that. There. That is so cute. Very, very cute. So I have some cardstock on my desk. What do I have? Now I have a Knight in Navy. This is from my class from the other day. It's still sitting on my desk. I don't know. What do you think? Or if I did it on a basic white cardstock with Knight of Navy. It does say blueberry bushel. I could go grab a piece of blueberry bushel, but if I did this, that looks cute too. Let me just grab a piece of blueberry bushel and see what that looks like. Blueberry bushel. Yeah, the blueberry bushel is quite a bit brighter, so that's pretty nice. So if I did a layer of the blueberry bushel, I don't know. What do you think? Blueberry bushel or Knight in Navy? So there's blueberry bushel. And there's Knight in Navy. Actually, I'm sort of gravitating towards the Knight in Navy, but or even pretty peacock to pick up. The let's see if I have a pretty peacock in my little. This is my old one. I haven't. Have I updated this one? Maybe not. I've got this one. Do you guys make these? This is the greatest thing. It took me a whole afternoon to do it, but you think blueberry bushel? This is a printable. Oh, I got something in there. This is a printable that tells you, you know, basic colors that go with it. And then I just stuck a piece of the matching cardstock for Poppy Parade, for instance. And then I just laminated it and popped a hole in it, and I stick it on a shower hook thing. And here's the pretty peacock, which does nothing for me. So I kind of am agreeing with you. I think the blueberry bushel would be really pretty. So let's go ahead and cut this down. My basic white card base got a little bent here, so I gotta fix it. All right, so let me trim the blueberry bushel to 4. I cut that to 3 3/4 by 5, so I'm going to cut this to 3 7/8. I should close this before I have a disaster on my hands. So 3 3/4, so 3 7/8. I'm going to cut it by 5 1/8. No, 4 7/8. No, 5 1/8. Am I right? Yeah, 5 1/8. I'll tell you in a minute. I think that's right. Yeah. And then put that on the basic white card base. Oh, I like that. That looks really, really pretty. Super. Okay. So we're going to do that. So here's this is my basic white thick. Let me grab my trimmer, and I'm just going to pop the card base into the corner here and push all my corners together. And then I'm just going to take my bone folder and give that a burnish. I'm glad you said about your craft space being your space. My husband is like that too. I just closed the door in here. He never says a word. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been reorganizing my retired stamps and dies, trying to put them all together so that I can do like a quick sale of some of them, because I'm running out of room down here. And the whole pool table was covered with my stuff, and he never once breathed a word of, you know, you should do something about this. Never said a word. He's so supportive of my hobbies and my craziness. He's the best. So, we were going to go out for Valentine's dinner tonight, and I hate crowds. So I just said to him, you know, why don't we just stay home? We could order something in if you want, or I'll cook. My husband does most of the cooking, but I said, I'll even cook. So, oh my gosh, look, I love this. What do you think with the blueberry bushel as the backdrop for this? That is so stinking pretty. And it would not be a me card if it didn't have some Wink of Stella on it. So I'm going to go and just throw a little bit of Wink of Stella on this butterfly. I probably should have done that before I glued the poor little guy in there. That's all right. There. So there's just a little bit of shimmer on the butterfly. Yeah, mine is in the basement too. There was a spare room, like a bedroom down here, and I commandeered it. When we first moved here, I was a very avid sewer, And I've kind of gotten away from that a little bit. I still am a professional quilter. I do quilts for people. But I took over another part of the basement. It was supposed to be my husband's workshop, but I have a 14-foot quilting frame in there, so I had to have it put somewhere. And so my quilting frame is in there, and I do quilts for people as well as doing my Stampin' Up. But yeah, this is really pretty. I love this. So should we put something inside, or should we just leave it and move on to the next card? Why don't we just move on to the next card? Because at this rate, I'm going to be here all day. So let's grab the instructions and go to card number 2. So let's see, for card number 2, I'll put this over here somewhere safe. So card number 2, we need one of the Cajun Craze card bases. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to cut it. And we need, holy, what a mess. Okay, let's get that out of here and that out of here. So let me see. We need this butterfly. This banner. This flower. I probably should have punched out a bunch of these earlier, but oh well. I didn't. And this, nope, not this. Oh my goodness, I almost lost one. And this guy. So I'm looking for this and this. So here's this. And here's this. Okay. Okie doke. All right. So let's see. Okay. So card number 2. Deb, are you a demonstrator? Are you going to on stage? There, I'm going to give this a trim because I can. But I'm going to cut it right in half because I can always trim it down later, maybe. So I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. No, I'm going to cut it, yeah, I'm going to cut it at 4 1/4. Because that way I can just load it right onto a card base. And it is probably already 5 1/2, yeah. Okay, so we're just going to do it this way. So I'm going to put this onto a card base, a white card base. So let's see. This is going to go here. These are interesting colors that I wouldn't have put together myself necessarily, but I don't mind them. And then this is going to sit here. Like that. And then this goes here. This goes here. Oh, and then this little fella sits right here. Okay. Okie doke. Let's try this. So they have this just glued down. And yeah, oh yeah, you're not going to on stage then, obviously. I'm looking forward to it. Last one we went to was in Houston, which I had never been to Houston, so it was nice. I enjoyed it. And then this one is in Raleigh, so I'm looking forward to that. I've only been to Raleigh once, and that was I was on my way to South Carolina, and I was having breakfast with a quilting person that I know from some of the courses that I had taken when I bought my machine. So I didn't get to see much of it. We were basically just driving through, but okay, I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. They use just tear and tape, but I like dimensions, so I'm going to pop it up. There. Is your friend going to Unstage, do you know? This goes like this. There. And so with this, I'm going to use just a little bit of tear and tape to put these guys on, or actually maybe I'll just use a little bit of liquid glue. Actually, no, I'm going to use tear and tape. Tear and tape will work better on the vellum because it doesn't dry really quickly. So you make cards for your seniors. So do you go to a particular retirement home, or do you, like, how do you do that? Like a retirement home? And then a little bit of glue on here. I'm going to put this right here. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue right here. Pop that on like this. And then we are going to use one of the bigger labels. And we're going to stamp, I appreciate your kindness. Is that this one? Yes. So let's give it a quick clean because I haven't used it yet. And we'll give it a test stamp so not lose our butterfly. I think I need to re-ink my pecan pie. And then that's just going to go right there. Beautiful. And then this I'm going to pop up on dimensionals on this little corner here and just glue on this side since this side is already popped up. So dimensionals, where'd you go? Oh, right here. So let's see. Dimensional over here and glue over here. Like that. And then I'm just going to pop a dimensional under my butterfly. That's a little bit of dimension there, but that's okay. Oh, look how cute that is. I love that. So let me close this before I get ink on something that I don't want it on. And I think, of course, I'm going to put Wink of Stella on the butterfly. There. super cute. Very, very cute. So let me trim it down. I'm going to pop it onto a card base. Do I have another card base? I do. Is that the right size? Now I could just glue this directly onto my card base. But I think I'm going to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4. I can't believe I start off with my desk so clean. So I'm just going to pop 1/4 inch off this side. I think it'll still be somewhat balanced. And I'm just going to trim off like a hair from this side because it's right on the fold. I left it a little bit fluffy, but just have a little nail buffer here. I'm just going to give it a little. Take off my little fuzz. Okay, and I need to 4 by 5 1/4, so I need to just trim off. I'm just going to take 1/8 inch off the top and 1/8 inch off the bottom. 1/8 inch. And I'm going to grab a piece of Cajun Craze for my mat. Cajun Craze. I love this color. So let's see what I did here. Is this 4 by 5 1/4? I'm going to trim this to 3 7/8. By 5 1/8. And then I'm going to put this at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Oh, Card Angel. Yes, I've heard of that. Yeah. Actually, a friend of mine was trying to get one of those groups started up here in Ontario. And I haven't talked to her about it lately, but I should because I think that's a brilliant idea. This doesn't look like Cajun Craze to me. Let me just check my thing. I always thought Cajun Craze was darker. So I'm looking in my little doohickey here. Maybe it is. Flirty Flamingo. Cajun Craze. Yeah, Cajun Craze is darker. What the heck is this? Oh, Calypso Coral. That's what it is. So let me grab the Cajun Craze because I wanted it darker. Here we go. Yeah, that's better. So I'll trim this to 4 by 5 1/4. Yeah, I like that better. There, I like that. That is really, really cute. Purdy. Okay, let's glue this baby together. So many, yeah, you know, I think I remember when my mother-in-law was in her retirement home, and it's really, luckily, she had a lot of visitors. Um, but there's so many people that go into some of these places and and have no one, and it breaks my heart. I was a nurse way back, and like 50 years ago, way back, and it just wasn't for me. When we had to do our geriatric training, as part of my, part of your training, you have to spend so many months in geriatrics, and it was heartbreaking to me how many people had no visitors ever. And I think a card, a card is just a little bit of sunshine. There, I love this. I'm glad I cut it up. Okay, so that's card number 2. So put that with the other one. So card number 3. I thought I was losing my marbles there. Oh, is there only 2 cards? Oh, these are just different layouts. Okay, so let's do some of these. Yeah, I agree. It was better with the darker as opposed to the Calypso Coral. So let's have a look and see what they've done here. So I have another one of these. Put the writing right side up. That would help. And then we've used this, like this. And this. I think this would be a great kit for someone who wants to sort of sink their teeth into trying a little bit of stamping, or a little bit of card making if they've never done it before. There's just so much to this kit. It's really, I don't know, it's really like great. They have theirs going this way, but I think that's a real waste of a good sunflower. I'm going to save that for a different card. And then, do we have a butterfly? So it looks as though, oh no, here. I was going to say, I don't think we have any more butterflies, but I have tons of them. So here we go. And then they have this guy right here. That's cute. All right, let's pop this together. Again, I'm going to trim this to 4 by 5 1/4. Or 3 and, what did I have? 3 7/8. We could save these to put on the inside of the card. I always forget where my camera is. By 5 1/8. Is that right? Yeah. And then I'll grab another piece of the Cajun Craze. What did I do with that? Oh, all I have is this little piece left. I'll have to go grab another one, but that's okay. So let's put this together first. So we have this and this. And this. We should pop some twine through this since it's a little tag. Let me grab some twine. Okay, so this is just linen thread. And this linen thread is a little bit squirrely, so I'm just going to take my bone folder and just run it over. And it takes most of the kink out. I cut way too much, but whatever. That's okay. We'll trim it. So I'm going to pop this through like this. And tie a bit of a knot in there. And put this here. I don't know. This isn't, it's not doing anything for me. I wonder if it needs this behind. I gotta trim it, obviously. Or is that too much, do you think? What do you think, Deb? Trim this down. So if this is 3.5 by 2.5. So if I make this 3 and 5/8. Is that going to work? 3 and 5/8. Yep. By 2 and 5/8. Have a great dinner. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining me. I appreciated your company. All right, so I'm going to pop this on here and see what I think about that. I think I kind of like that better. It just gives it a little bit more oomph. And then this can go on here like this. I'm going to move this down. No, I'm not. I'm going to move it over. And then this can go like this. This is going to go under here. Like that. And then our butterfly here. And then we need a sentiment strip that is thankful. Oh, I appreciate your kindness, which we just used that one. So let's use it again. I didn't even clean it. Okay, so I appreciate, whoops, upside down. I appreciate your kindness. And that is going to go here. Okay, let's pop this together then. So I need some glue. And I'm going to pop this here. Pop this here. Now, there are a bunch of suggestions for what alternative cards you can do. There's a whole pile of them here. And I'm doing this one, but I've just changed it up a little bit. So I've put this little border of the Cajun Craze here. And then I'm going to put this, what do you call this, tag on dimensionals. Where are my dimensionals? Right here. So a couple of dimensionals on there. So that can go here. Oh, I want to put this down first. I'm going to pop this on dimensionals, and I'm going to take the bottom two dimensionals off here. So let's pop these onto here. And I'm going to take the middle one too, because if these are already, if this banner is popped up, then I won't need to pop up this whole thing, just the top part of it, like that. So I'll put a bit of glue along the bottom, and then this is going to go like that. Comme ça. I'm just going to give this a little haircut. And we have our banner. So I'm not doing this exactly the way they have theirs, but close enough. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the bottom here so that it sticks to this banner here. Like that. And then our butterfly. I'm going to give him a little bend just to give him some personality there. And because this is on dimensionals, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, a little bit of glue on his body here, like this. And I'm just going to pop him right there. Like that. Oh, that is so cute. So, butterfly and Wink of Stella coming up. I just need to go grab another piece of Cajun Craze for my background. So Cajun Craze, where am I here? And basic white thick. Okay, so I thought I had some card bases already cut out of the basic white thick, but it looks like I've used them all up. So I'm going to cut a couple more. So let's go ahead and open this. It's a new package. And this is the thick, the basic white thick. So I'm going to make a few card bases because I know I'm going to use them. So let me grab my trimmer here. Okay, and I got ink on my, we'll have to cover that up. Okay, so I'm going to score it at 4 1/4, like I always do, and cut it at 5 1/2. Make sure everybody's lined up. So there's 2. That'll make 2 more. So I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And I'm using my scoring blade, which is the beige colored one. So score 4 1/4, and I'm going to rotate it and cut it at 5 1/2. And for cutting it, I'm using my brown blade, which is the trimmer blade. And you can tell there's a little triangle on the top, and that means there's a sharp point underneath, and that's your cutting blade. So there's 4. That should keep us for a few minutes. Oh, and I need to trim this to 4. What size did I make this? Again, I can't remember. 3 7/8. So 4 by 5 1/4 I need to make this. So 4 by 5 1/4. I might as well trim this one while I'm here. So 5 1/4 again. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pop this onto here. Oh, look at that. Love it. All right, so I've got my card base in my basic white. So I'm just going to burnish my score line here. And then I'm going to glue these. This is going to go this way. Very, very cute. I love it. What did I do with my little glue bottle? Literally, I just had the thing. What did I do with it? Ah! I tell you, you should see my desk. Oh, there it is. It's over here. Okay. I'm telling you. All right, so I'm going to glue this onto my Cajun Craze. Now, you don't have to use extra supplies like I am. You can just use what's in the kit like they do in the instructions here. But I really like to use up what I have. But if I can make it go a little bit further by cutting it up and adding a couple of pieces of cardstock, I'm going to do that. So there we have this, and this is going to go onto our basic white card base. I could have put this on a different color too, like just made a card base out of the Cajun Craze. But I like the borders. I'm all about borders. I really, really... I'm thinking I'm going to send a suggestion. Stampin' Up! Has a suggestion box. And I would love them to come back with some layering dies. I love their layering dies. And I've never gotten rid of any of mine. I still have all of them. And, you know, to me, they're just the greatest. Now, I do have some embellishments over here. What do I have? Let's open this up. Oh, look at this. Well, it's kind of brown, but that might go. I forget what these ones are called. Some of these have fallen out of their packages, and I don't know what they're called. These ones are adhesive backed metallic gems. Ooh, that would work. Look at these. This is like the copper. They don't have the colors on the back, but that's like a copper color. Why don't we try one of those and see what that looks like? I like gems. I like my Wink of Stella. You can see I put Wink of Stella on the butterfly. So let's try. Where's my take your pick tool? I like it. Yeah. Like that color goes just right. So I'm going to grab a couple more, and there's large ones and small ones. I'm going to grab a big one for up here. Pick off the cat hair. Where will I put that? Maybe over here. And I'll put a little one beside it like that. There. That just finishes it right off. So, so, so pretty. Really nice. Okay. So that's card number 3. Now that I have this one out though, I think I'm going to add a couple of these gems to the one that we did previously. So let me pop that on here. and grab a big one, put it over here, another big one, and put it over here. There. It's amazing what a couple of gems will do. Okay, so that's those. We'll pop this back in my container so we don't lose anything. And so let's look on here and see what they have next. This is really pretty. Why don't we do this one? So I need a card base that has the pecan pie. So these ones I can use because the back is just plain. So I have no qualms about using the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this nicely. Make sure my corners are aligned. Okay, so what do we need for this one? We need some flowers. All right, we need this thing. And this floral. And this one it looks like. And that one. My desk is such a disaster. It's unbelievable. And this. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see. So the way they have this is like this. Like that. Hi, if you're just joining, don't forget to say hello. Say where you're from. Okay, so they have this like this. And this like this. This is under here. This is super cute. Like that. And I'm not sure this is the right flower. Let me have a look. Oh no, it's this one here. Okay. I thought that one was a little too pink. It's this guy here that matches that one. So that goes there. Not bad. Okay. So let's start putting this together. So I'm going to glue this down. Now this is a tag. You could pop this little hole out if you wanted to and add some twine to it, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm just going to glue it down. And then this is going to go on top. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals, I think. There. There, I'm going to pop this like this. And then, let's see. I'm going to pop these flowers up on dimensionals as well. I love dimensionals. I wish I'd invented them. Cat hair can go. And I'm going to leave, I'm just going to put them kind of down the center like this because I may want to stick some flowers underneath. I may not, but I may. So this is going to go like that. And then Okay, this is going to sit like this. So I'm going to put some dimensionals here, or a dimensional, I guess. Where did I say I was going to put that? The top of the flower. Like that. Yep. And then I'll put some glue on the stem because the stem is going to sit here. So I can go ahead and put a little bit of glue down here just to anchor it. Oh, I love this kit. I might have to get another one. There. Oh, so cute. And this is already popped up. So I think I'll put a dimensional just on the side. I just want to figure out how I want this to go. I'm going to pop a dimensional in there. And then just pop this on top like this, and that can support this flower. I kind of think it goes like that, but we'll see. There. Oh, look how cute that is. So let's throw some Wink of Stella on that. I do like my Wink of Stella, as you know. So I'm not going to Wink of Stella everything. I'm just going to Wink of Stella a couple of these flowers. I had to finally break down and crack open a new Wink of Stella last week because my other one was just begging to be put out of its misery. It was so bad. There. Okay, so now we need a sentiment strip, which is somewhere. Come on. You're here somewhere. Oh, here we are. All right, so we're going to put Thankful and Grateful on this one. And I don't think we've used that stamp yet. So I'm going to give it a clean. Is that it? Yep, Thankful and Grateful. So I'm just going to give it a quick clean because it hasn't been used yet. Get that manufacturing gunk off of it. And I've got my Stampin' Pierce mat here. I'm just going to prime up my stamp a little. Pretty good. I really do need to re-ink this. You can see it's not even because it's... I'm going to take a wooden spoon. Where's my wooden spoon? And I'm just going to rearrange my ink a little because it's not even. Sometimes if you stamp in the same spot all the time, you kind of lose your, like it's not even all the way, the distribution of the ink. So hopefully this will rearrange the ink a little bit. And I just keep a cheap plastic spoon down here to do that. Some people use an old credit card, but I think this is easier to clean, and for me anyway, it works. All right, let's try that again. So, yep, way better. You can see here how it was dark and then light and then dark, and now here it's all the same shade. So we're good to go. I'm going to stamp up Thankful and Grateful. Hopefully that's straight. Yep, pretty good. All right. So let's see. I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals as well. It's going to be a little dimensionally, but I like it. I like it. There. There, so cute. And just with a little bit of sparkle on this flower and this flower. Really like it. Okay. So let's look at our gems and see what we can put on this one. Now the gems didn't come in the kit. There weren't any gems in this kit, which kind of surprised me, but that's okay. So I've got these guys. I don't remember what they're called. And I don't even know, honestly, if they're retired, but go through your stat. Oh, look at these. I'm like a little cat squirrel. These gold ones might look okay. No, they're too bland. Okay, never mind. Grab my take your pick tool here. Where is it? Come to mama. The heck? Just had that too. Who knows where it is? Okay, I'm just going to use my finger. Oh, here it is. Okay. If I put that on the flower there, then I can add a couple of little ones. Might as well use these guys up. Around. Put one there. They're a little darker than I normally would do for a gem, but I like it. I like it. Yeah, so there is our, what number are we on? 4th card. So we can pop these away for now. So now that I know that that copper clay will work, let's have a look and see. Let's grab the, this is the Pretty in Pink grid card front. Now, if you have trouble lining up your corners, what I do is I take my, either my, what do you call it? Stamparatus or my trimmer, and I just pop the corners into the corner of the machine here. Stop. This is in my way. And take my bone folder, and then that forces those two sides to line up, and then this will make your corners line up just right. Because sometimes, I don't know if I score it lopsided or what, but they don't always, my corners don't always line up. And it's kind of annoying. Okay, so here we have a little black and white frame. And actually, I think we can get double duty out of this because look. So here's the frame, but look, this pops out. And this still has design all the way around it. We can use this. Don't throw this away. So this is going to go here. Like that. And I'm going to grab some foam strips. You could use your dimensionals and just cut them, but I have these, so why not? I use these a lot when I'm doing my shaker cards, but this will work just great. So let me grab my silicone mat here. And I'm just going to pop this across the bottom. And across the top. You know what? We should make a shaker card. Okay, let's take that off. Okay, I'm gonna make a shaker card out of this. Can I do it? Oh, we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe that isn't happening. These little buggers stick too well. Okay. See if I can get that off. I'm just trying really hard not to tear my frame. Okay. Did it. Now I do have a little bit of, where's some tweezers here? I need a pair of tweezers. I do have a little bit of foam here that I want to take off because then my window sheet won't sit flat and that won't be pretty. There, that's good enough. That will work. All right, let me grab some window sheet. And I just need a little piece. This will probably work right there. All right, so let me grab my tear and tape. And with the window sheet, you don't have to, I'm gonna grab a narrower one that I have from a leftover from a paper pumpkin here. Every so often we'll get 1/8 of an inch in a paper pumpkin and it's great. So because this is so narrow, I'm going to use this. So with your window sheet, it doesn't matter if your adhesive doesn't go all the way around because you're only basically holding your window sheet on. It's when you put your foam tape to put your shakers in that the foam tape needs to touch all the way around, otherwise your shakers will escape. And I do have a little bubble of foam there, and I hope that that's going to sit okay. So take your pick. Here you are. I hope this is going to work because I do have that foam under there. This does not want to. We'll see. Cross your fingers. Oops. There we go. All right. So I have, oh, here. Okay, so this is, let me measure this. This is 2.5 by 4. So I'm going to trim my window sheet to 2 3/8 by 3 7/8. So 2 3/8. Got my glue on there. So 2 3/8 is there. And save this for little shaky things. These are really fun. By, what did I say? 3 7/8. So 3 7/8. Okay, so this is going to sit on here. Like this. Ah, it stuck to me. Okay, I didn't put that on very straight. I don't think I cut this very straight. I didn't. Okay, let me recut that. Or maybe it just wasn't cut straight the first time. 2 5/8. Oh yeah, it's really crooked. There, I had to take a big corner off. There we go. It's stuck down in my little trough there. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so this is going to just sit right in here like this. Maybe. Okay. Ah, went crooked again. Good grief. Come on, Lisa. I'll do it this way. There. Okay, finally. Holy Dinah. There. So there's our little window. And now we can use our foam strips to create our shaker. So when you're doing your shaker card, this is where you want to make sure that everything is touching, because if you have a gap, your sequins and things will disappear out the crack. So you want to get, and you also want to get as close as you can to the bottom of the window so that your sequins and whatever you're using don't end up floating down at the bottom of the card where you can't see them if it's just sitting still, you know what I mean? All right, so I'm going to put that right up to that one. Like that. And then this will go, actually I'm going to go here like that. There. So our little shakers will not escape from here. So that's going to sit on our card like that. So this is going to sit like this. And I'm not going to put as many of the elements here because if I do, we're going to lose the whole shaker experience. So let's just give this a minute thought. So let's look at some of our elements here that we can use. So they've used the vellum fern. So let's go ahead and grab that because that's pretty. So we could put that like that. And they've also used, ooh, these are sticking together. They've also used the yellow butterfly, so we can absolutely use that. And they're using a circular sentiment, so let's pop out one and see. I can just put that like that. And they also have a floral. This one there. So what I might do is they have, the way they have it is like this. I don't know, can you see? Let me see if I can zoom in. I did my nails the other day and there's dust everywhere. Zoom in. Come on. You're not zooming. I wonder if my battery is dead. I'm not zooming in very well. Anyway, so they have this little sunflower thing. Where is it? So they also have this right here. And I guess that's it. But if I put this across the bottom, the way they have it, you're going to lose the whole shaker experience, which I don't want to do. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to, maybe, I will use these two florals, but I'm going to have them like this. And have this maybe here, and have the butterfly up here. And then you'll still have the shakers. So I think I'm going to do that. But I'm looking at this and I'm finding this a little bit on the bland side. So This is Pretty in Pink. So I'm going to I'm kind of thinking that I got these the other day. These are the linked together stencils. And this is one of the stencils. These ones are geometric, and they're kind of not calling my name for this particular, unless I did something like that on the front in the Pretty in Pink and just give it a little bit more dimension. No, I don't think so. Or maybe this one. No. But I think if I just did a little bit of this, not even the whole front, just a little bit of this floral. You know what? It's only paper. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Let's give it a whirl. Why not? Why not, she says. I just think it needs something. It's a little bit bland for me. So Pretty in Pink. And a pink brush. I'm not 100% sure what color is on this brush. Let's give it a clean. It looks pink, but it could be almost anything. Okay, nothing's coming off, so I think we're okay. So, let me grab my sticky mat, which is right here. All right, so let me pop this down. So this is just I believe it is the, I think it's a waffle flower sticky mat, and I just got it at my local craft shop. There, so I'm going to center this there, like that. And this sticks to that, so it's not going to go anywhere. So this is the Pretty in Pink. And I'm just going to do like little bursts of it here and there, because I don't want to put a lot of color. Let's have a look and see what that looks like. I just think it needed a little something. It was a bit on the bland side for me. This isn't doing much for me either, to be really honest. We'll see. Yeah, not knocking me over. All right, let's see what it looks like when we put our frame on it. I don't want to overwhelm it with color, obviously, because we're going to be putting shakers in there, but it's better, I think, with that little bit of extra in there. I don't know. Well, let's just do it. I think it's okay. I think we'll be fine. All right, so we don't need this anymore. And I'll clean my stencil later. So that's going to go there. And we've got our little stamp. So let's stamp on here. I feel so lucky to have you. I don't know if I like that sentiment, but it fits on there. So that's what we use. So I haven't used this one yet. I'm going to give it a quick clean and a quick test stamp. And I'm going to use the Pretty in Pink and see if that's going to be enough color. If it isn't, I can flip it over and use the other side, right? So let's go ahead and stamp that. I hope that's sort of centered. It's not even remotely centered, but that's okay. So I think it's kind of bland. Maybe we should flip back to the pecan pie. and see what that looks like. So I'm going to flip that over and clean my stamp and try the pecan pie. I'm just going to stand up so I get it centered somewhat. Now I have to try and line it up. Oh, I did. Look at me. Scary. Okay. All right. So it looks better in the pecan pie. I probably could have gone a little bit darker with the pink, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and grab some sequins and such. What colors do I want? We're going to go with these and okay. I couldn't find my silver sequins, but these will do. So I've got green. Can you hear the cat banging on my door? So I've got green here. These were the every occasion. I think they were called For Every Occasion or something like that last year. And I still have tons of them, so I'm going to use them up. But go through your stash and see. You must have some little beads or shaker business that you haven't used and you'd like to get rid of. I wish they'd bring these back because I just love them. So that we have the pink, the green, and blue, and they're absolutely so pretty. There's just everything in there, from little Sharpie, smiley. Oh, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Little pink sequins and then little shimmery things and little pearls. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to put some of the pink and some of the green just down on my paper here. I'm going to go with a bit more green, I think. And then I had these iridescent circles, but I don't think that the colors are just right. I don't know. Why not? They're iridescent, they shimmer, they shake. I spilt these one time all over the top of my desk. It was not a good day. There. Actually, they look okay. So if you have some of these from last year, you can use these. I love those. Okay, so I'm going to put them all kind of together in a little pile. Like that. All right, so here we go. Georgie's meowing. She wants to get in. And I'm just going to shift them down a bit because I want this centered. So that's looking pretty centered right there. I hope it's straight. So there we have our shaker card. Mix up the different colors. There, that looks really cute. So then let's take our greenery here. And I'm going to use tear and tape because liquid glue on vellum takes forever and a day to dry. So I'm just going to grab a little piece of tear and tape. Figure out where I'm going to put that on here. Georgie's banging on the door. Good grief. So I'm going to grab a couple pieces here. And I'm going to put a little bit on this leaf. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to put them on this leaf because this one's going to be covered. And adhesive shows through vellum, so we don't want it showing. There. So let's pop this on there. Oops. not working with me here. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pop this onto here like this, and it's going to stick to the window sheet. And then I'm going to pop this like this. And I'm just going to put tear and tape again so that it will stick to the vellum. I'm just going to pop some here and a little bit up here. This video is longer than I thought it was going to be. Sorry, guys. Okay, so there we go. So this is going to go, I think I wanted this higher. Let's take that off. Oh, no, that's not coming off. There. And I'm going to pop a little dot of glue there. It's going to take a while for it to dry, but that's okay. It's not going anywhere. There, that looks better, I think. And then I'm going to pop this kind of like this. I forget how I had it the first time. I really loved it. Now I'm kind of like second guessing myself. But I think that maybe. There, that's okay. And then this is going to go here. I don't know. Kind of there. I was going to put, oh yeah, the butterfly. And then this butterfly was going to go here. You know what? I'm going to take this off. And I think put it like this. This is closer to the way they have it in the instructions. I think I kind of like this. I'm going to do it this way. There, I've got my tear and tape that's still down there. And then this can go here. Yeah, I got it. I got it. So this is going to go here. And I'm not going to pop it up on dimensionals because I've got this is already up on foam tape. So I'm just going to put a blob of glue there and anchor this here. Let that dry, and then I'm gonna curl my butterfly a little. Where is my bone folder? So I'm just gonna take the bone folder and I'm just gonna slightly curl the wings. I don't want to give it too much curl because the butterfly doesn't really have curl, but just for a little bit of dimension. And I'm gonna pop this here. Now if you were mailing this, obviously it's gonna flatten out a little, but I think it'll still be okay. So I'm going to put the narrow tear and tape. What did I do with it? My little narrow tear and tape here, just on the body. And hopefully that will hold well enough. Because if I put liquid glue, it's not going to love the acetate window. So I don't know whether liquid glue would stick to the acetate, to be honest with you. It might, but I don't know. There. I like that. That's super cute. And then you've got your shakers. Now, to me, it loses a little bit of the shaker, but you still have that shaker. I like it. I think I'll like it. Okay, so Wink of Stella on the butterfly, of course. There. Oh, I like it. I'm going to Wink of Stella the flowers too. Very, very pretty. There. I'm liking it. There. So I'm not going crazy with the Wink of Stella. I just want to give it some dimension. And even on the vellum a little bit, not tons, but there. Ooh, I like it. So this needs a little bit of glue here. I'm just going to hold that down for a second. What do you think? I like it. So let me look in my box of tricks here and see if I have any pink. Oh, look at that. So these are the Celebration sequins that are free with a $75 order. And I'm going to see what the light pink looks like. Excuse me, they don't give you the names of the colors. I wish they did. But let's try. Yeah, maybe, maybe not. Grab a little one. And I'll just stick one right over here. There. I think that finishes it a little bit. Let me zoom out. I forgot that I had zoomed in here. That's better. Sorry about that. That looks better. I like it's just a little bit, but I like it. Super cute. So that is today's video. I think we've done 4 cards, have we? Or 5? 5. So let me get some of this out of the way, and I will do some more of these cards. So these are the ones that we've done. Oh, here's one of those little shakers. Super cute. This is one of the ones that we cut the card base in half and then backed it with the Cajun Craze. Really like that one. And we did the same thing on this one. Really cute. And then put a little bit of Cajun Craze behind this element with the roses on it. Love it. And then we just have a little bit of Wink of Stella on the butterfly here. There's a good chance that I'll put some on the flowers and maybe look for some blue gems to put in here afterwards. But isn't that cute? So these are the 5 cards that we did today. And then I'll see, my day is pretty busy tomorrow, but I'll see if I can squeak in another little video and maybe do a couple more. I love this kit. I think I'm going to get another one. This is probably my favorite kit ever that I've ever had from Stampin' Up. I love it. Well, I want to thank you for joining me. Don't forget that you still only have 2 weeks for Celebration. And so for Celebration, if you're not familiar, let me grab my little book here. Oh, I don't have it here. It's in my backpack upstairs because I was away for the week. But Celebration, you get to choose out of a number of different gifts with a $75 order, and then there's other bigger prizes with a $150 order, and there's also a joining. I wish I had brought it down. Sorry about that. There's also a joining special that if you join my team during Stampin' or during Celebration, you will have the ability to choose $206 worth of product pay only $135, no tax, no shipping in Ontario. And in that kit, you will get whatever you order for for $206 and only pay $135. You don't have to pick certain things. You can have whatever you want. And then also you'll get a free paper pumpkin, some catalogs if you want to share them with your friends. If you don't want to share them with your friends, you can give them to me. I'll use them. Yeah, so if you have any questions about that, feel free to give me a quick email at lisa@crittersinc.com. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions, or even just go on to my website, crittersinc.com, and click on the shop with me, and that will take you directly to my website at Stampin' Up. And there's all you have to do is click on Celebration. It will explain the whole thing to you. But I'm more than happy to answer any emails that you have. Thanks again. Have a super afternoon. Happy Valentine's Day. I hope you're doing something special tonight for dinner with your loved one. Thanks again. Bye for now.